morning, one and all. In our previous class, we have discussed about the various activities which a farmer have to undertake so that the crops are of healthy and of good quality. We have studied about the various techniques which are being used for preparation of the soil and the various methods which are being used for the sowing of seeds. Now, the next activity is adding manure and fertilizer. Now, as we require the nutrients for our proper growth and development, the crops which are being grown in a particular area also requires minerals. Now, the farmers who are cultivating grow one crop after the another in the same field, as a result of which the natural nutrient value of the crops get reduces. So in order to allow the soil to regain its lost nutrients, manures or fertilizers are being added. Now, manure. Manures are organic compounds which are actually obtained from the decomposition of plant and animal waste. These wastes can also be the ones which are the household waste like vegetable leftovers or unused waters which have been utensils used for washing utensils and so on. So the farmers dump these waste products in an open pit and allow it to decompose. You have already studied about how the process of vermicomposting in class 6. The similar mechanism is being used in order to create the manure. But nowadays, in order to have a rapid growth of crops, farmers use fertilizers. Fertilizers are actually the chemical substances which are rich in particular types of nutrients. Some of the various common examples of these fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, potash, and so on. The benefit that the farmers have obtained is that this allows them to have a better yield of crops, for example, wheat, paddy, and maize. But whether it is the manures or the fertilizer, we have to use it in a proper amount, because if we use it in an unknown quantity, there may be the loss of fertility of soil, the plants may not be of good health, and the soil also loses its fertility. Furthermore, the fertilizers are more harmful in the case that they are a cause of water pollution, because these fertilizers get mixed with the underground waters, or they get washed away when there is a heavy rainfall, and they get mixes with the near about water bodies and they pollute the air. So it is better that we use the organic compounds, that is the manure. Now, another way that allows the soil to regain its nutrients is by crop rotation. This can be done by growing different crops alternatively, which has been followed in northern India from since a long time. This allows the replenishment of the soil. In Table 1.1, differentiation has been done about fertilizer and manure, and also about the advantage of manures have been given. Now, first is that it enhances the water holding capacity of the soil, because it improves the soil texture, as a result of which it allows more water to stay within it. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases also becomes easy. It increases the number of friendly microbes. One of those we have already studied, that is rhizobium bacteria, which is present in the nodules of the leguminous plant, which is useful for fixing atmospheric nitrogen. Once we provide nutrients, we should also provide water. So our next activity which the farmers undertake is irrigation. We need water. Similarly, the plants also need water, because water has many dissolved nutrients in it. Plant body has 90% water. This water helps the germination of seeds. It allows the plant to get protected from the frost and hot air currents. Now, the way the water is supplied to the crops is known as irrigation. The time, that means whether the plants have to be watered in the morning or late in the evening or in the afternoon, and the frequency, that is the number of times the crops have to be watered or the time duration between one watering session and the other watering session, also varies from crop to crop, from season to season, and from soil to soil in which the crops are being cultivated. Now, we all know that during summers the rate of evaporation is higher, so the time and frequency of watering is also higher. There are various sources of irrigation, as we all know, like wells, tube wells, ponds, rivers, dams. But these water have to be brought to the area where we are being cultivating the crop. So there are certain traditional methods of irrigation like moat, chain pump, dheki, rahat. These help to carry the available water from the lakes and canals to the area where we are cultivating. A combination of either human or cattle or both is sometimes used for better efficiency. Now, in today's world, we follow the modern methods of irrigation. Number one is the sprinkler system. In this system, there is a perpendicular pipe which is attached to many other pipes which have a rotating nozzle at the top. You can see in the figure there is a pipe and a number of other small pipes are being connected to the main pipe. Now this is the water pump that actually pumps the water from the well to the main pipe, and this water is now allowed to flow in the other sub parts, and as the water reaches the other small pipe, the uh, water escapes from these pipes with the nozzles which are rotated at the uh, these water escapes from the small nozzles which are being present in the rotating disc attached to the smaller pipes, as a result of which this gives us filling of rain. This system is most useful in the case where there is uneven land surface and where there is not sufficient supply of water. The next system is the drip system, which is being followed by most of the farmers nowadays, in which water is falling drop by drop just at the position of the root. In this system, you can see that there is a one main pipe and another pipes are located perpendicular to it, and small holes are made just near the roots where the plants are being planted. As a result, there is less wastage of water and the plants are also getting water all throughout the day. It is a boon in those areas particularly where the water availability is poor.